then trend fires, vital innovators. We are 6 groups. We are 6 or 5. I missed 2 people. The educators are here. The another group is missing their work.
If you're not here, please run. Run and bring your work.
I won't feel bad for them because they already told me. They already told me. Should have said to them, we're in trouble. African time. She may come after lunch. Sankara, we're waiting for you. We've been waiting for you. You're the only person who's here. It's okay. Once, yes. We're going to get a Rose to sit there again. When she comes, she'll sit and then we'll figure it out.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Can I invite the judges to take their seat? So, now we are going in the final closing session of this boot camp. And in this session, we are going to showcase what we have been able to develop in the last 4 days. In a special way, I would wish to appreciate the welcome remarks we received from our principal on Monday. And sir, I'm happy to report that the participants you gave me have all been active. I want to appreciate you in front of the principal because if you were not active, we would have nothing to showcase. Today we are going to see 6 different projects being showcased across health, education, tourism, and several other sectors. And we believe all these solutions are relevant in our communities and will contribute to the development of our nation. To the youth, they are not living the same. They have acquired mindset change. In other words, now they are able to believe in themselves, to get started and act differently. In a special way, I want to recognize the facilitators that have made this event move throughout the week. Some of the facilitators are not with us, but in a special way, I would want to recognize Dr. Sarah Nabachwa. She has been at it all. She has touched every corner and every heart of each of these participants. be it with energizers, be it with skilling. She has been there. She has given her all. You can also clap on my behalf now. I want to appreciate the presence of Dr. Reni Bakashava. He has equally been there throughout this exercise, and he has given all his best to make everything work. Please recognize him. Others include Ruth, they include Nuriat, they include Francis and others. They have all contributed in various ways, and as a team, we have been able to produce the products we are going to showcase. I want also to recognize the judges before us who are seated here. I will begin by recognizing Mr. Erastus Ahisubwe. Yes. He's from Bara University of Science and Technology. At the appropriate time, he will introduce himself when all the exercise is done, and he has awarded the due marks for our projects. On the extreme other hand, I want to recognize the presence of Sankara Bia Ruhanga. He has been at the heart of it all, and I want to remind you he's the proprietor, one of the directors of Creative Campus. So I believe he brings here a rock of experience to assess these projects and see how they can move forward. He wears several hats. He is also heading the Innovation Village in southwestern Uganda. So I want to believe that connecting with him also creates more spaces for uptaking these projects as they take shape. In our midst, I want also to recognize the local coordinator of the UCoBS project. Remember, I introduced myself here as Project 5 team leader. But he has graced this occasion, and he has found some time to come and be with us to witness the closure. Dr. Medad, thank you very much. We expect another chief guest to be arriving shortly, but as he comes, we are going to be proceeding. I should not forget the service providers. We have enjoyed all the meals and refreshments. I should not forget the secretariat. They have done it all. I should not forget the DJs over there and the cameras over there, because all this put together has made us shine. I want to announce that this occasion, as we close, is being streamed live. And therefore, whatever we are doing now here is being shared with the rest of the world. And I want to believe it is RUHARO Vocational Training Institute that is shining together with the MAST. I want to appeal to the administration of RUHARO Vocational Training Institute that these youth who have completed are going to move on with their lives, of engaging the youth so that they are able to drive themselves. They are able to identify the needs, and therefore through entrepreneurship clubs can engage with many others to solve their own problems. This time around, we initiated the exercise, but subsequent exercises should also be initiated by you, the youth yourselves. You know better yourselves. You only need to be organized, and I believe with the support of the Institute's administration, you will be able to attain that one. Furthermore, I would like to appeal to the administration that among the trainees we have had, we have seen some staff involved. Let's engage further and make these staff the first crop of mentors for entrepreneurship development, for skilling in RUHARO Vocational Training Institute. I think with that, we will move a step further. Having said all that, I would now like to give an occasion, a brief moment, to our principal to say a word, and then invite who is going to moderate the Sarah? Are you moderating the other session? Let the principal say a word, then you set us rolling. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, our coordinator. Our guest, Dr. Medad, who is the local coordinator, as I'm informed. Dr. Manassa. Yeah, thanks so much for coordinating this activity. And your team, judges, trainees, good morning. I think it is still morning. I'm happy this afternoon that we are coming to the end of the training, and I want to say it has been a blessing to RUHARO Vocational Training Institute to host you, to host this training among other institutions. To be selected is not something you take for granted. So we want to thank God and we want to appreciate. Let's clap for the Lord. Thank you so much, the trainers. I will not forget this. Testimonies have already come. Students would come, even our instructors who are part of the training. They are already witnessing a great change in their lives. They come and say, we have never seen this. I think things are possible. That's what the report which comes to me, that I think we have learned that things are possible. And that is mindset change. Personally, I'm an entrepreneur, and when I see young men and young women of this generation getting up, rising up with the spirit of entrepreneurship, then I know we have people who are going to be successful in this world of competition where we need value addition. So I will not talk much. Of course, this is not my day. Mine is to appreciate. And I've appreciated you. I want to appreciate the trainees. Thank you for offering yourself. In fact, thank you so much. This is the period where these people, in fact, today is briefing. So they would be there preparing for exams, but they said this is something we should also not miss. You see? So, meaning you people, you are exemplary. We gave opportunity to everyone, but you are the people.
Thank you so much, Principal, for those beautiful words of wisdom. Thank you, everybody. Everyone is a winner already, and we are going to begin. Drums. Vita Innovators, you have 5 minutes. You drum until they get there. Here's the mic.
They are 5 minutes, right? But when they are 3 minutes, okay, let me say 4 minutes, I'll put up my hand to show you that there's 1 minute remaining. So you can either summarize when there's 1 minute remaining. You understand what I mean? So how will you do what is that? just greet everyone and start. It's your time if you do protocol. So just greet and start. Don't worry.
Good afternoon. Here before you, we are Vital Innovators. On Wednesday, we went to the community. We made a survey. We visited the RUHARO Missional Hospital and Mayanja Memorial. So we discovered the problem that over 80% of Ugandan nurses suffer from musculoskeletal injuries, and nearly 40% health workers report back pains from lifting patients without proper lifting equipments. So, need of urgent, proper or safer lifting equipments were needed. So we sat as a group and we discussed for the solution. We came up with a solution that to design and sell a low-cost patient lifting device that hospitals may need to reduce injuries in the hospitals. So, and the lift and the sliding boards and transfer boards to help in that injuries that happen in the hospital. Okay, you can.
Directly to the lean canvas, our lean canvas, after we discovered the solution, so we again designed on several ways on how we can make it unique. So for us, we decided to make wooden slides. In addition, we also made those wooden slides so smooth in that it makes it easy to slide a patient maybe from maybe from the bed, maybe from the wheelchair chair onto the bed. Therefore, we had to pattern with some of our colleagues, that is hospitals and clinics. We shall also be partnering with the health organizations. Again, on customer segments also, we shall target our customers in hospitals, clinics, and health organizations. Through different medias, we shall use televisions, we shall use radios, we shall also organize some links. Key metrics, we also designed how best if we have resolved the solution, then how do those doctors who have been suffering the problem of musculoskeletal, how will they benefit? We also say that after we have designed our slides, they should be making the work easier instead of using manual lifting. That will reduce those reports of back pain and musculoskeletal diseases. Our target market is that we shall be selling our goods on retail. That is approximately to 2.5 M, and then we shall also be targeting wholesalers on 2 M. Allow me to introduce my group members. That is, we have Lilian Kabachenga. Her profession is a nurse. We have Wambale Joab, an electrical engineer. We have Alice Vilozo Chosimile, medical worker. Akamwesiga Ismail, an engineer. Mbabaz Elon, sales manager. Atwebembire Aban, myself, an accountant. Namuyanja Proscovia, field engineer. Then we have Asiongwile Docas as our mentor. That's how best we can share with you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for the presentation. what have we done so far? What do we have so far? And among us, who does the woodwork side? Who does the woodwork bit? You know what people call the carpenter, yeah? Who among us does, and what do we have so far?
Thank you so much. Among us, after we made the resolution, we tried to look several ways on how we can go about it. In so doing, I have already introduced some of the engineers. This man does carpentry. That's why we had to include him on our team so that he can help us on how we can process those slide boards. Thank you. So far, after we got the solution, as an entrepreneurs, we never stopped. In fact, we hurried and looked for the solution. In fact, we are designing several ways on how we are going to the market. We have already shopped some woods since they are cheap. We organized ourselves. We collected some money. We have already shopped our wood. So very soon, we are starting the job and shall be catering and fulfilling the needs of the health workers around us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I heard you talk about your selling price to the wholesalers and the retailers, but you also did not share with us what cost you will incur in order to produce that very item. Otherwise, thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you. To answer well your question, as earlier we told you, we made some research, and the deeper one, we visited several hospitals. So, as we saw what they were using to lift beds, we discovered that they are too expensive in that.
To answer that question, we budgeted for those materials we can use. We totaled up as for one single lifting device can cost to 1 million. Yeah.
Therefore, after we have discovered the totals, the inputs totals, the amount he said, so we had to raise some profits. As we know, we entrepreneurs, we deal on profits. So that's why we put it on 2 million, depending on the amount we shall be incurring. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I understand our time must be fast spent, but thank you very much for putting this together. Now, as you can see, as they introduced these people, the number of dignitaries around with different capacities, what would you ask from them?
As young entrepreneurs, we ask them to go wider and make us some market as we shall be doing. In other words, I encourage interactions.
As the vital innovators, would wish if you can help us, fund us and start the business.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other question? Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for that presentation.
Welcome.
Let's receive the next.
Flowers, flowers. Well done, guys. Drums. Edu Masters, you have 5 minutes. Edu Masters, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who is holding this mic? Edu Masters.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, we are Edu Masters, the prayer department of the nation. Yes, good afternoon once again. We are the EduMasters, the prayer department of the nation. It happened to be on Wednesday when we went through the field and we were meant to make in-person interviews. Through these interviews, we found out that most schools in Uganda, particularly Western and Central Uganda, suffer from the challenge of overcrowding in classrooms. You can imagine, we went to the school, it was mixed around town. We found the class had to be with around 120 pupils, and they had one teacher. You can imagine what happens. According to the standard national ratio, which is 1 to 53, you really see that that is almost 1. At the ratio of the teacher to student is almost 1 to 80. And this really ached our minds, and we were like, what can we do to this? This was a really very big problem that would challenge students from not understanding even that it came up with and minimized education that forced students to drop out of the school. But then we came out with the solution. We put into the mobile classrooms unit, and this is designed temporarily, like it is designed to schedule up temporary items like flexible tents that would be there to provide emergency learning space for the students in those overcrowded schools, and stops those numbers, those big numbers of the students dropping out of school, improving the education quality in those schools. We did not stop there as the business idea. It was purposed for us to make money out of it. And from that, we made a market sector that
we did about the customer segment. With this involves they mostly targeted the private schools that have low costs. Around us, even around Uganda, have those government schools. Then in that, we mostly went on and we made it like, how can we get which people can really support us in that? We thought like making a partnership with the government, and also we have the education sector, in which in this they will ask us what difference are you going to bring in the education. For us, our difference in this will be targeting bringing education on table with no interference of walls. And another thing, providing space for learning in areas where the population is growing, and that accommodates all, whether the population is growing or not. We continued, we looked forward and we thought about, if this one goes on, which alternative do we have? We thought about the tents. We have the tents around, and if not that, communities have walls. They use, we have the churches, and those churches, they are sometimes not doing anything. So we went on and moved on. We went to the channels, how can we do it? We thought like the government can help us, and also we can sell these things direct to the schools. We have schools that are there and they don't have them, and even still they don't have access to them, but if you take them, they can buy them. Then we have the key matrix. Here we'll talk about the key matrix. We ordered like to move on like
yes, to do with the key matrix. This is the time from order to delivery. It's all about delivering services. And from the key matrix, we had to go with the cost structure, whereby we went deep into the fixed assets and made it from 1M to 2.5M. We went through variable costs and made it around 1M to 1.5. And then we had monthly operational costs, which runs around 400,000 shillings to 800,000 shillings. And from that, as a business idea, we went through and came up with an idea of having the revenue streams, how will we gain from the business idea we came up with? We had to go through the direct sales, unit sales, monthly rentals, or lease to own plans. That's all. Thank you. And on top of that, I would like to introduce my members, the team that conquers the education.
Thank you so much. Madam Moderator, is it our time? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for the presentation and presenting well. I liked the introduction. You triggered my mind when you said there is the number of students in class are 120. So what I was waiting for is to listen to your solution. But also wondered whether the problem, because you kept talking about dropping out, then overcrowding, is your problem overcrowding or dropping out? Then also, you talked about the fixed asset. You are spending on a fixed asset. Which fixed asset are you talking about? Thank you so much.
Yes, the problem.
Okay, I think you can, maybe the moderator, you can note the questions down. One of the team members. Dr. Sarah, is that okay? To save time. Okay, thank you so much, Team Edu Masters, for that presentation. My question is related to what he talked about. When you actually started talking about the number of pupils in school, the teacher to pupil ratio, it triggered my mind to start thinking, okay, they are coming up with a solution. I quickly thought about how schools are struggling to stream, to put students. You find one school, one class has like 4 streams, 5 streams, but it's the same class. But now later, you said we are providing tents. Will tents solve the problem of numbers, the teacher to student ratio? I think your problem is not coming out well, because even when you provide tents, you will still need, if you don't deploy more teachers, you will still need the same math teacher to teach in this tent and also in class. So there the problem is not coming out well. Then 2, how much your business model has not come out well for me. How much are you selling this? How much are you giving the tents? Are you hiring them out to these schools? Have you also thought about space? Some schools are struggling with space, like they don't have space. That's why most of them are constructing while going up, solid buildings, those that have money. So those are things that you need to put into consideration, because the schools that are mostly struggling with numbers are usually schools that can afford actually to pay for your solution. The good schools where parents are running to take students to those schools. And also the village schools, let me say the average schools, but who is going to buy and how much? Have you thought about who your customer is going to be, and will they actually afford? I heard you talk about 1 million to 1.5, but it didn't come out well for me. I don't know whether I missed. Then you talked about 400 to 800,000. Is it the price of the tent? Please elaborate more on the cost, your business model, how you're going to make money. That we are selling this is who is going to pay. We are selling our solution at this amount. Yeah, I need that to come out. Thank you.
Thank you. Mine is not a question. I'm just dropping a line. I think your solution well aligns in a refugee settlement setup, because they are temporarily and the like. So you can, when you go back, you can really try to tailor it back to the refugee setting. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to take you back to our cost structure. I talked of the fixed assets 1 M to 2.5 M. This triggers our minds to, like when we are purchasing, and this business idea is us to hire. Like they come, hire from us, then they will have to pay at a certain amount.
Okay, on that point, sorry because I don't want to miss that. On that same point, my name is Nuriat. I might be having a business of tents. You as entrepreneurs, as innovators, because we are calling you innovators, what new thing are you bringing on board? When you go to town, even our bibinas at the village level, I have a circle, Chibina, local, my LC1 Chibina where we are, and we bought tents. We are hiring them to make money for us. So what new idea are you bringing? Is it just you will go and buy the tents and rent them out and sell them out? What is that new thing that will trigger a school owner to say, okay, I will not go to buy a tent from so and so, let me buy this product that will serve the same but at a better cost and a better solution, provide a better solution to me. You get it? I don't know whether you're getting it. As an entrepreneur, what is that new thing that I will buy as your customer?
Thank you. Director, you trigger my mind back to the unique value proposition, which is, according to our idea, we have gotten that idea that is instant delivery. You know, some businessmen sometimes be like, this is far. At this right moment, I'm busy, I'm kind of busy. But we have gotten the field engineer who is ever there ready to purchase to the deliveries, to deliver instantly, okay, anywhere. Thank you.
Can you handle all the questions? You have 30 seconds.
Then there's a question.
According to our business idea of making tents, and we do deliver in overcrowding schools, we have decided that we deal with the schools which having the problem of overcrowding. We hire the tents like monthly. They give us money like monthly. They pay monthly, and that is all about the target of making money in that business ideas.
Flowers for EduMaster. Thank you very much, EduMaster. Drums. Can you get safe house? Real estate. You have 5 minutes. Safe house. Safe house. Let's go. Drums.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everyone. This is Safe Home Real Estate. Real estate is one of the biggest sectors in Uganda that 90% of Ugandans really rely on this sector, whereby every person, if he's not renting, is owning around. So on Wednesday, we are sent in field as the real estate to go and interview number of people relying or under this sector of the real estate. And we managed to interview some of the people like landlords, estate companies, and renters. And we're like, what is your challenge? What is it that you are facing in this sector? What is it? And they were like, renters were complaining that we have fake landlords in our our sector. Landlords, they need the money directly. They don't give us receipts. They want that you pay for 3 months, yet you have just entered in the room. And for the real estate companies, I think we have fake brokers. We buy the land, after 2 months, they are telling you that the land is fake. And you were like, fake brokers are almost one of the biggest problem. And when we came back, we were like, what should we do with this problem of fake landers? We also investigated and we got the analysis that last Ugandan's legal reports are saying that over 100 to 200 billion Ugandan shillings is being lost by the real estate companies due to fake properties and fake brokers who are not licensed. And when they talked about, I also slow back to my brother. Last year I joined the campus at Makere, and I called him, I was like, have you already got where to sleep? And I was like, no, I'm at my hobby's place, but he gave me a broker, I paid 100, but now it's 3 days, I'm not getting the house. I was like, when will you get it? But finally, he came to get the house, and we're like, now what are we going to do as our team of real estate? Because we need a problem that will be beneficial to us. And they were like, let us create an application. That is the solution. And this application, everybody will apply, download it, go online. We get verified properties, verified houses, verified brokers. And if you come in, if you need a land, you just tap into the app and it will show you, as you see, that is one of the app, how it will be working. Do you need a broker? They will show you his national ID, number, and the certificate that is verified. Do you need a room, 2 rooms, 3 bedrooms, and where is it located? And that was our solution. Do you need a property? Are you a landlord? You have constructed a building, but you have no renters to come in. This is where you shall benefit from, and this is the solution we made. That was our innovation. Then for the linear scale, we said the new value proposition. Of course, we know that there outside, there are some people have this idea already. Now, what will be for us new? We come up with the idea of the escrow payment. The escrow payment, this is the third partner, where the 2 partners go and take your money and say, hold for us this money. If this partner is satisfied with my service, I will get my money. And this gave us the advantage that most brokers and landlords, they need money directly on the first day when there is no receipt. And after that money, the person disappears. So for us, we're like, no, we don't need your money. Let it be there. If this person is satisfied, we shall collect our money. Meaning it safe payments. And the key partners, who are we going to partner with? The LC1 chairpersons, of course. LC, because the land, if you are to give a person a house, you must take him or her to their LC1 for consultation. Where does he come from? If we are to buy land, the LC1 chairperson must be there to sign for you. And also the media house. The media house, of course, for advertisement and for advertisement. Then the next one is Ministry of Lands.
Thank you so much. I am not an expert of English. I actually don't know much, but I think there must be another word representing renters. I don't know whether the word exists. Is it tenant or the word renters exists? Then you talked about, I'm interested in knowing how that third party person, this is a tenant and I am the landlord, but I need a third party person. How do we ensure that both of us trust this person?
This third party
You
is
can
already,
note down, please. Okay, thank you so much. Safe house, safe home, real estates. My question is on your solution. The problem also, the numbers did not come out well. Like, yes, you tried to talk about the numbers, but it's okay for now. But the solution, you talked about you will have verified property and brokers to register on your application with their national IDs. Who verifies them for them to register? For example, you know, if you're a teacher, you have a certificate, Ministry of Education gives you that certificate, you have a number, maybe a doctor. So who accredits, let me use that, who accredits the brokers to get that certificate or number that you will base on to say that this is not a quack on our platform, this is not a chichupuli on our platform, because anyone can get onto the platform. So how do you ensure that you're not getting quacks, that you're trying to run away from people who have been stealing people's money? You give them 100,000, some of them ask for survey fees, they take you to funny buildings. I hear people say they take them to funny places and say, pay me my 100,000, the day is done, until you get where to stay. So how will you verify? And also, because the problem is there, it's there. Everyone here who has gone, maybe you've ever rented or you've had someone who has rented, they've gone through that problem. Even landlords, like if you're a landlord, you struggle to get who take up your house, the genuine people. So the problem is there, but the how best are you going to ensure that that application most people would want to use actually, it will be genuine and it won't have the quacks? So I need you to explain that. And also your payment model, you're saying the third party, how much? Okay, who is that third party? How sure are you? Are you going through MTN and maybe the money is deposited somewhere? I would advise that you do away maybe with a third party, and maybe within your system you have where people deposit money but it's refundable. For example, in case the person does not like the place, maybe it's refundable, but bringing a third party, first of all, it brings more costs on you because they also need their cut. So that means you're going to charge and you're not working for free. If a house is 100,000 per month, for example, you don't want to put all the burden of your gains, your profits, and the profits of the third party on this person who is looking for a house. You understand? Yeah, so think about that. If you can respond to especially the first question, but the other one, the last one, is a piece of advice. Thank you.
Mine again is just a comment. Thank you very much for putting together the solution and how it would work out. I think while you answer her, I should be able to get to know how then, if everything gets to be done on the mobile application, or there is anything that you do outside the app, especially with the payment or dealing with the three third parties the three parties that we talked about. Then finally, if on the team, do we have anyone on the team interested actually in the taking co-development of the application? No, it cannot be all of us. Who among us on the team is interested in learning to develop this mobile application? Okay, well, thank you very much. In the interest of time, we can be able to respond, but after this, reach out so that we engage.
Thank you very much. For verifying brokers, first of all, our application must be fully registered with the URA. And this broker, when he applies to our company to be verified, of course, must be very, very well registered, come with his national ID, and there will be like a permit, maybe a permit, they might call it a permit. That permit will be having a scanner. For him, if he goes to maybe has an advantage of working, they must scan it. Is this original or is this fake? Like you said, Chichupuri. Then for the third pattern, of course, this is the most wanted thing we need. This third pattern, of course, will be a bank agent. We go make agreements and we shall pay little money, but for the sake of payments, it must be needed. And that's why we bring in the third pattern. Thank you very much.
Coming back again. You're dealing with people's money and there are legalities involved. So as you the bank, is the bank going to be the third party to keep for you the money and tell it, please deposit for us this money? Are you going to use, like, there are legal things involved? But in the interest of time, maybe Mr. Sankara, like he said, maybe you can also advise. And
now this actually has triggered my mind again. Now, when you talk about an app, you are basically looking at, maybe I didn't listen well to who your customers are, targeted customers. Because I'm imagining there is a very rich man somewhere, but who never went to school, therefore cannot use a mobile phone in order to tap into your app. But he's coming from maybe Congo, he doesn't know English, but he wants a house in town to put his business. How have you planned for that very person?
Thank you very much. He's from Congo and is not educated. For us, we are basing on two sides, which shall be both digital and physical, and which is our advantage. Most of the landlords, maybe they are physical or digital, but we shall take two parts. We shall be physical and digital. We shall have offices, then small offices, of course, as you see us, we shall not we start with that big company where we will be registered in the old branches, and we shall have the digital application also. Thank you very much.
Flowers for Safe House Real Estates. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. Drums. The trendy fires.
good afternoon, everyone here. Here we are the trendy fires. On Wednesday, we went in Kianja and we met different fashion designers. Actually, we met 5 fashion designers there down. Then we talked with them about their fashion, how they deal with designing their fabrics. Then they told us their problems. Some of the problems were competition in the market. Then us trendy fires, as we studied in RUHARO vocational training, we came up with a solution of creating new co-creative, unique fashion designs. Like we created up Canvas platform where we can get new designs like but before we use the
Canvas, before we used Canvas platform, also as we were like those ones in Keyanja, we knew very small designs like these ones. But when we learned how to use this Canvas artificial intelligence, we came up with these inspiration designs here, and we came up with these fashions which you are seeing here. You see them here, and this one here. As we fashion designers, we came up with these ones.
Our business model canvas, we have the key partners. Our key partners, we as the trendifiers, we have the suppliers. The unique value proposition is using enhanced fashion designs from the artificial using AI designs platform for unique eye-catching designs. We have the customer segment. Our customer segments are the women, as you've seen. We made this for women. We have the young babies. You can see we have the cloth, this garment for young babies. We have the channels, our channels, social media, so that we can market our products, we as the trendifiers. The revenue, where we do get revenue into our business, we sell clothes, as you've seen. From here, we are going to make money. The key activities we do in our business, we have designing, we have different designs. And the customer relationships, we have their royalty programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Team Trendifiers. I love the designs. The dress is beautiful. Now, I have a question. Whose problem are you solving?
The problem of fashionists.
Whose problem are you solving, and what problem? Is it for the customers, us who are looking, because the fashionists don't design for themselves. They design for us customers who want to buy. So are you solving the problem of the designers? Okay, the tailor lady there you visited, or you're solving the problem of me who wants to buy the dresses from the tailor lady? And two, for any answer that you give, what is unique about your designs? What is that value proposition? You learned about the value proposition. What is unique that will trigger whoever you're designing for to come and buy instead of going elsewhere or sending for a dress from Kampala?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just briefly, you can make it as brief as you can. What is the problem? What is the solution? There could be just a sentence and a sentence so that I can understand.
The problem, as we have told you, we interacted with fashionists in Kianza here. And with interacting with them, they were like, they face a problem of competition in the market because they have the same designs that they can't even differentiate their products. And the solution?
So, the problem is competition. What is the solution?
the solution. We came up with the solution of the problem. We are also fashionists, and we don't want to face the same problem they are facing. We identified the designs they have as the fashions in Kianja, and we came up with different designs using AI platforms. We got different designs that they are not the same as theirs.
Okay, thank you so much. True, you have a problem. When you go back, think about how to solve the problem properly. Okay?
How do you, like, how to beat that competition? There is a photo I saw, I think it was on one of the lady who was putting on, Keisha, you can put it back quickly. You see that lady? When you were presenting, I was actually thinking maybe they want to make those nice African wear with beads. Because first of all, that's value, is it value addition? I'm buying a dress from you to look African, but I'm buying something extra on top of that dress. You're making money, you're making me look beautiful. You're making me look more African. You understand? I love your idea, but being creative, because that would make them beat the competition they are crying about. Even you guys, you're going to get out into the market, you're going to cry about the same thing. You understand? Think about, how do I ensure that instead of doing everything every other person does, how unique can I be? As I make the dresses, can I make also something else that would add value and make this woman look more beautiful? And she will give me the money. People have our money, but it depends on how you get it out from them. You understand? So thank you for that, but think more about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, flowers. Can we get the sheep woolness Africa? Drums. Dr. Rennie, you have 5 minutes.
Thank you. I honor the table of judges, protocol observed. This is Sheep Woolness Africa. On Wednesday, we are given a task to go and make research about agriculture. We find problems and how we can solve them. Before we did that, we first made a research about agriculture, basically about animals. So, according to Uganda Bureau of Statistics 2021 National Livestock Census, we found that sheep has 4.4 million and cattle has 14.5 million and goat has 17.5 million. So we found that the percentage of sheep is down. So we decided to visit a sheep farm. And we found this problem. Sheep farmers basically earn on meat production. So can you imagine the farm? You have the wool, you have the hides, you have the skins, but you are earning from one thing, which is less productive, and that's why it is lagging behind. And this wool, sometimes it is exported outside the country, like Kenya, because here we don't have local markets for them. So we decided to come up with idea solution. We can create market for them by making a home-based small-scale industry of making craft work and decors. Like we can make table mats from wool, locally. We can make wall hangings, we can make cushion covers, we can make table runners, all of those. And the unique value you are going to put in here, these things are in existence, but they are from outside the country. For us, we want to make traditional design, Africa patterns to make those products. We came up with, put the canvas, our business lean canvas. I'm going to the key matrix. Matrix says, the location, we are going to use this town because it is at the center of some local areas and we can collect wool from here and even the market is in town. Imports and weaving tools. For key partners, they are the sheep farmers who are going to provide us with wool to use. And local wool collectors who can collect wool and bring us the wool. And we have the channels. We are going to use exhibition, you can use social media, we can use also sales agent, and you can also visit the market and we take our products there. Customers, we are targeting hotels, lodges, restaurants, urban homes, offices, company offices. They can buy wall hangings to put on reception. And cost structure of our business is direct costs. Wool, if we can get wool and materials to use, have estimated to 10,000 Uganda shillings, and operational costs like airtime, transport, like 5,000 Uganda shillings, and for the revenue, we can sell each piece at 20,000, at 200,000, at 20,000 each piece for retailers, and for wholesalers, we can sell a piece at 18,000 shillings. So meet the team. Thank you.
But before that, after finding the problem that the wool have no market, in the field where we find that they not know the use of the wool products. For example, this was the wool in the rubbish pit, but they not know its use because they have no market in this, our country, Uganda, whereby the only who exported them to Kenya are those who have the ability. So we aimed at this one. This one was still fresh and we have managed to dry it using sunlight, but we are still innovating it to get the best quality of it. It will be like a doormat.
Thank you very much. We clap for them.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Is my understanding, is it true you are saying the problem is that farmers do not have market for their sheep? What's the problem anyway? Just first tell me that, then I can make an observation.
The problem, they have limited market for their products. They only sell meat and this wool is not sold, so it is less earning.
So you want them to sell the sheep, afterwards you go to where the sheep has been slaughtered from, you pick this skin and then you make your products.
Yes. Even we can collect from wool, it can be harvested before selling the sheep. We can collect it from the farmer so that they earn from the wool and even from the meat.
Wool can be collected from the farmers before selling the sheep.
Yes.
Where does wool come from?
The wool comes from the skins of the sheep. They scrap less and leave other.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We are in the region that is regarded, cattle keepers, and most of people believe that most families actually have these animals. But I do not know if you've tried to find out actually homes or farms of the kind of or the breed of the sheep that you're talking about, if we actually have that, if we have enough of it. And I understand, even if it is not as much, your solution would actually create need for them to have as many. My only humble appeal is that if we could diversify, go outside the sheep, bracket, so that while we influence them to, go into the rearing, so that you then have where you source the wool, at least you're also making money from the skills that you have. I don't know if that is clear. Thank you very much.
So basically, for us, we want to collect wool from farmers. We want to buy it from farmers, we give them income, we make these products, we produce these products, and we earn from them. So that is the idea.
Okay, maybe someone has asked it, Mr. Sankala. I wanted to know if you have done good research about sheep rearing, like in, southwestern Uganda. Because the few people I've seen having sheep, it comes as an extra, just a by the way. I'll say I cannot eat, even if you tell me this is sheep meat. Is it mutton?
Mutton.
I don't think I've ever, I don't know, I'm not sure. But most people rear it as they will get a few and add them in if you're rearing goats. So it's rare to find someone has a farm of only sheep. You understand? I think. I don't know whether I'm wrong or correct. Or if they have a farm of cows, they will have a few to escort the cows. You understand? So why are you only interested in wool? Why don't you do hides like all? I have a relative who he has been doing that business. In Mbara, if you want, I can link you to. But Amaliba, like we have known him for that ever since we were born, and he makes a lot of money out of it. But however, for him, people know around Mbarara that they take them to his store, and then he takes them, I don't know where he even takes them, but to Kampala, I don't know where, because I've never been interested in asking him exactly where he takes them. But he has made a lot of, that is his core business. So you could, if you want, I can introduce you to him to get more details about what exactly he deals in. Is it only the hides for goats and cows, or also wool? But it would be good that you interest yourself with more. The wool would be your main, but also others like.
Thank you. We can buy these hides from the butchers around with the wool also. And even we use those hides to make other crafts.
And also, have you studied the process? Because for you, into value addition, like you're making products, have you tried to look into the process? What does it require? The drying, like by the time you come up with that final product, a doormat, a table mat, the hat, whatever you want to come up with, have you tried to study, make research about the processes, what is required, can we afford? You understand? And the different types, like Mr. Sankara was talking about, the animals, which one will give you the wool that you want to make the products that you want to make? Did you find out?
Not really, not much.
Yeah, you need to do some research about it, because it's not just about downloading the pictures and knowing, okay, people make this. What is the process? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next group.
Uganda. Safe where Uganda. You have 5 minutes. Who is holding the mic? Take it to them. Oh.
Good afternoon, members. This is Safewares Uganda Limited. So on Wednesday, we had an outreach where we had to make the empathy interview from different construction sectors. Here the sectors we considered, it was the construction sites, the plumbing hardware shops, the hardware that deals with cement. Then we even visited the site that is here in our school, where we came up with very many problems. But as an entrepreneur, to do a business, you have to find out the problem which is urgent and frequent. So we sat down as the group after coming back. We discussed about the problems and we came out with only one problem, which was frequent, urgent, and then we thought of the solution, thought of the unique value propositions that we are going to add to the solution, and then discussed on how are we going to earn from it. So we found out that the problem which was urgent and frequent, almost among the all construction sites we visited, it was the insufficient protection of cement dusts to construction workers, where we found out that about 68.3% of the construction workers are affected with the cement dusts that brings out diseases such as lung cancer, disorganizes the respiratory systems, and the skin itches. Then we found out that there were some existing PPEs, which are personal protective gears. As you see, our boy here is putting on an overall, which we found at the side. We found them having the overalls, which are open, of poor quality. So we said, no, as the innovators, let us sit down and make an overall. So we decided to develop an overall which is adjustable, which is having adjustable openings, the mask, the inbuilt mask, and the face mask that is transparent for sight. So, as you see the proposed overall, that's the proposed overall, and many of the overall we found at the site, it is without existing alternatives. So the group members sat down and said, no, we have to innovate. But before we innovate, we said, we have to first target to see who are the people we are going to serve. Because we had to first discuss and know, we are going to start this business, but will it be of value? Will it help some customers? Will it earn us money? Because we have to solve the problem which earns us money. Then we came up with a resolution that let's make an overall.
Thank you. As per our customer segment is concerned, we were looked at the cement factories, and this is most especially during the manufacture. The cement dust always rises up, and you find that people are being affected with cement. So we just decided to take our first priority at the cement factories, because they are the people who need this very urgent. And then we also have the construction workers. These are the people who deal with construction, and construction deals with cement. It goes hand in hand with cement. And people who deal with construction, it means that they have to get exposure to cement dust. So if they are using this overall of ours, their bodies will be well protected, and they will be very well protected, and their health will be very good. Then we have the truck loaders and offloaders. These are the people who load cement on trucks as the cement is taken from the factories to the distributing points and the customers. And those who offload them from the trucks, then to the stores where they are kept. Those people are people being more affected by the cement actually, because they carry them on their heads, on their body. So this overall of ours will be covering all of their body, and meaning that they will take our overalls as their first priority, protecting their lives. Then our key partners will be those people in the local fabric designers, meaning that the local fabric designers will be providing us with the raw materials which will help us to design our overall as we need in different designs. And then we shall be having the expert designers. These are the people that will be turning our raw materials to design our overalls in different colors and fashions, giving us our required overall which is so protective.
Okay, thank you, Safeware team. You're looking smart. Yes, thank you. So, my question is, what are these cement factories using now? Because I think under the policy, workers' policy, I can't quote it because I don't know what exactly it is. There is workers' safety for factory workers. That's why when you're entering now breweries, if you have been there, most of those factories, there are precautions of safety for the worker and everyone who comes in. Have you tried to find out? Because I don't think they would be allowed to operate without those safety gears, like for the workers. Did you find out?
Yes, actually, thank you for such a nice question. Because if you can see, as you were stating our problem statement, we clearly said that 68.3% of Ugandans aged 20 to 40 have recently reported cases concerning with cement, meaning that the protective gears that are in presence as of now, they are not 100% effective. That's why we are looking forward.
What are they?
They've got overalls of such a kind with the helmets. They are not covering the whole body, but for us, it will be having from here, it will be all connected, covering the face with a transparent material for side, then with an inbuilt mask, even with the gloves inbuilt within it, and inside within it to be having a filter to trap cement in case it gets contact within it.
Have you thought about suffocation?
Yes, that's why we made provisions in the armpits. There are some holes to allow out air, and then some wicking fabrics within it to absorb the sweat within the body.
Those are design technical issues. When I like your solution, it's a very nice solution. But when it gets to designing, think about all those issues. Safety of the person who is going to put on this, as it provides the solution. Please don't give out overalls that will make workers start collapsing in the factory.
Obvious.
Because they are suffocating, they are hit by the sun, and then it's too much on them. The nose is covered, the eyes are covered, everywhere is covered. You get it?
Yes.
But otherwise, and also, when you get to present elsewhere, please try to put up like maybe the image of the current solutions, what currently they are using, and what you're providing for us to see exactly what are the benefits, which one is better. You understand?
It's there. This is the existing one. This is what we are proposing.
Is this available? Did you get it from somewhere? Where did you get those pictures from?
This one, we used the artificial intelligence to create such, but it is not in existence. We asked how it can help us here.
Okay, thank you.
Let's look at the costing. How is it compared to the current?
The costing.
Actually, is it the pricing? Yeah. So how much will the other one cost, the proposed one, compared to the existing?
The proposed one, it will be at a retail concern, it will be at 70,000, and then on wholesale it will be at 65. And the input will be 55,000, meaning that we shall be making a little profit at that moment, but once it will be put in existence and everyone knows, it will at least have a quite nice price.
Can I ask a follow? it's not a question, it's some guidance. So the question Mr. Sankara asked, I actually expected you to say that the existing one, for example, because in your picture, put back the picture, please. In your picture, that slide that has the comparison, the other one, you see it has a protection, a headgear protection, and then maybe they have to buy the mask. And these masks, they don't use them every day. They are replaceable, like you have to keep buying.
Oh.
No, I'm just guiding. You don't have to answer. So you would say, for this one, you have to buy a headgear, and then you have to buy the face mask, and then you have to buy this. So it ends up being more costly. And then ours has everything. It has this. I'm not sure whether it will have a headgear. It won't have, I think. But look at the benefits of yours vis-a-vis what already exists in terms of appearance and usability, but also in terms of cost. Because as buyers, they are looking at cost, but also the benefits from your solution. You understand?
I understand.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks so much. I'd like to look at the composition of your team. I want to see your roles, then I can say what I want to say. Hey, you have only 3.
No.
Good enough. Back. Good enough. What I'm interested in exists. The marketing manager. I see the marketing director. You know, you are coming up with a very new product and you intend to do business. You get? So the Lugambo that you use is the one that is going to sell your item. You get? Because those things are existing. People have got the overalls, but you have to make sure you tell us, you tell your intended customers that what you have is quite different from what exists. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Well done, well done. I kindly request the judges to retreat. Everybody take your seats. We are now going to get into the next session. Dr. Manasseh. We're getting into the next session. Judges.
So the judges are retreating to do the assessment. This is part of what Project 5 does. Project 5 aims at increasing youth employability through skilling. You have seen the few skills developing in terms of communication. Through innovations, you have seen that they are trying to use design thinking. They are telling us they went to the field, and from the field, they are trying to come up with solutions. We also engage into experiential learning. And this is what, again, we are seeing. They are trying to tell us the evidences and give us examples. And lastly, we invest in a technology transfer. On day 2 of our activity here as a boot camp, students went out to the field to discover themselves. They were given 50,000 shillings each group, and they went out to do business. Fortunately, all of them came back with profits in a space of only 5 to 6 hours. So, participants, clap for yourselves. So now we are retreating now to recognize those ones who excelled most. These were seven teams, but we always recognize the best 3. And here I would like to invite my local coordinator to come forward and participate in the awards of the 50K challenge. The second runner-up of the 50K challenge, I hear you do drums, 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 drums. Drums, 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 drums. Is Mandela team. So I request that the Mandela team marches forward. Please, Mandela team, march forward. You only have 1 minute to tell us what you did and how much you got. Just in 1 minute. And then you will receive the award. You are only 3?
Protocol observed. Good afternoon. This is some of Mandela House members, and this is what we did in challenge of 50K. For us, we decided to do passion juice and beef stew as our business is. First and foremost, we did beef stew. Beef stew we served around the school, and we gained a profit of 5,000. We used 30,000, and about the passion juice, we used 20,000, and we gained the profits of 15,000. We made the profit of 20,000, and the all revenue we got 70,000.
So in total, how much were your net profits? 20,000. So you can come to receive the award.
Thank you very much.
Probably you need a group photo. Thank you. Thank you. You can pose for a photo. Okay. So the first runners up were Divine Team. Divine Team, march forward. Divine Team. And please use only 1 minute. Tell us what you did and how much profit you made. That's all.
Yes, thank you. This is a Divine Team. It was Tuesday when we were given a 50K, and what we had to have some ideas. We had 2 ideas, one for egg selling, the boiled ones, and 2 watermelon selling, the sliced ones. We made the profit of 24,000.
So they are winning by an extra 4,000 shillings. And that's what is making them the first runners up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So the winners of the 50K challenge is the Elite team. The Elite team, please march with strength. 1 minute, the team leader tells us what he did and how much he made.
Thank you very much. On Tuesday, as we were given a 50K to go in a business challenge, we had a lot of options of the business that we could do, but we came out with an option of doing liquid soap. And we made 45 liters of liquid soap. We supplied 40 liters at 90,000, and then the 2 liters at 20,000, and we were able to make the profit of 46,000, becoming the first in the competition.
Okay, they are not saying that they won also a tender at Las Vegas?
Actually, we even won a tender to always supply liquid soap at Las Vegas, even at Buffalo Resort Hotel.
At UCoBS Project 5, everyone is a winner. Okay, sorry. Now it is time to give out the certificates. At UCoBS, everyone is a winner. And therefore, I take this one again to invite my local coordinator, and please, you will invite the rest of the team to join you, and we give out these certificates. So as we read the names, you will march forward very fast. You receive your certificate and also pause for a group photo as you retreat back. I would propose that you come through here and you exit through here. Okay? So the first person here, not that you are the first in everything, is Mbava's Elon. Mbava's Elon. The next person, Virunji Christo. Followed by Namirembe Megan.
Congratulations.
That is Virunji. Then Namirembe Megan.
Namirembe, you pick from the three.
I remember was Deborah. I remember was Deborah. I remember was Deborah. Followed by Owamujisha Fred. Owamujisha Fred. Is Owamujisha Fred there? Aliampa Albert. Aliampa Albert. Nyesiga Geoffrey. Ainamani Umaru. Ainamani Umaru. Kamujisha Edgar. Tuinobusinje Rona. Tuinobusinje Rona. Agumaho Isaiah. Agumaho Isaiah. Agumaho Isaiah. Tulia Humra Joshua. You are Joshua? Atukwase Gerard. Atukwase Gerard. Kanyes J. Oscar. Gerard. Namanya Matthias. Mukasa Jonathan. Ngabirano Yoweri. Mwebaze Frank. Nzunachi Desire Jumba. Nzunachi Jumba. Na Turinda Immaculate. Namuyanja Proscovia. Yeah, Proscovia. Is another star. Kamanyire Nelson. That one did the mobilization. Alice Virozo Chosimire. Akampurira Samuel. Akampurira Samuel. Akampurira Samuel. Avasa Princess. Natumanya Shiba. Kamukama Joshua. Echomhendo Julian. Ainama Scott Duncan. Are we too fast? Tuijuche Oscar. Tuijuche Oscar. Natumanya Leonard. Nuwahereza Amina. Ayebare Flavia. Twine Ruhanga Hope. Agume Nitwe Onan. Kenya Gilbert. Ashaba Frank. Ashaba Frank. Akamwesiga Ismail. Mulindwa Clement. Ainemba Bazimepo. Ainemba Bazimepo. Ainemba Baz Patience. Ninsima Adela. Ninsima Adela. Ahereza Arnold. Ahereza Arnold. Wambale Joab. Wambale Joab. Atwebembire Aban. Kembabazi Lillian. Kembabazi Lillian. His Erastus has left. Nambo Gonoriat. I find your certificate here. Sankara Yaruhanga. KC Digital Media. KC, who is representing KC Digital Media? Who is representing KC Digital Media? These are the service providers. Kababito Miriam, support for the Secretariat. Kaitesi Aisha. Akampura Sarah, not here today. Ruth. Kamganga Francis, not here. Dr. Prudence, not here. Dr. Nabatwa Sarah. Umute Rubgorogu. Yeah? Yes. I have to go. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Bakashavareni. Obugaro. Well done. Hey, even myself. So who reads me? You read it. Oh, this is mine.
Dr. Manasseh. Please, hand claps, please.
But before we retreat, I noticed that some of our participants seems to have missed on the list. I would want to propose that just for the purpose of this ceremony, they can come forward, take a photo, and then register with the Secretariat to get your certificates. So if you feel you are among those ones who have been participating here but have missed, please come forward, just have a ceremonial photo, and register yourself, and your certificate will be delivered. So you're called? Yes, Docas.
Congratulations, Docas.
So you can have another one. You're called? Tugume Nelson.
No, Jonathan.
Yes. Hold on. Then Jonathan. And then our dear Reverend. My local coordinator, I want to request.
Thank you very much. Let's give a hand clap to Dr. Manasseh. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I know we are going to change a little bit in the protocol because Reverend Agasha wants to run away for another function. So I will briefly, just in brief, tell him about the project, and then I will invite him to speak, and I can give my remarks at the end because of that. So, Reverend Agasha, we are Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Like the team leader has mentioned, we are looking at how we can address demographic challenges in southwestern Uganda. So the partnership that I'm leading is a consortium of projects led by our staff at Mbarara University of Science and Technology in partnership with our Belgian counterparts. So we have 6 sub-projects which all fit into addressing a demographic challenge. The first one is on environment. The second one is on food security. The third is on energy. renewable energy technologies. The fourth is on sexual reproductive health. And the fifth, which is this one, is on addressing youth unemployment. And then the sixth is looking at uptake of ICT into our communities and institutional strengthening. So those are 6 sub-projects under the MUST IUC project. And we are so delighted that sub-project 5 performs very well in addressing most of these challenges that I've talked about, but especially on unemployment and employability of the youth. So coming here to RUHARO was part of the bigger picture of boot camps that we normally conduct with different universities, institutions like this one, vocational institutes like RUHARO Vocational. We've been in Nyamtanga, Rwentanga, and many other of these vocational institutes. So we are trying to see how to equip the youth with entrepreneurial skills, innovation skills, and technology transfer so that beyond their training, they have long life learning skills. So that's why we are here, and we are so glad that we are welcomed by RUHARO Vocational Training Institute. And also, we are planning that if the strategy of integrating RUHARO Vocational is actualized on what we call industrial technical hub, industrial hub. So we have a consortium that we have put together that we hope RUHARO Vocational can be part of, together with our counterparts in Belgium and Nare breweries. So let me briefly talk that. I was just giving a brief so that our diocesan education secretary can have where to start from so that he can address us. He goes for the meeting, and then I will give my closing remarks. Thank you very much, Reverend Agasha. Clap for him. He's our diocesan education secretary for Ankole Diocese and my friend, and we are so glad that he has graced our occasion. He's part of the board of RUHARO Vocational. Thank you very much, sir, for coming and creating time. Thank you.
You are welcome, Doctor. Brethren, good afternoon. I continue to appreciate you so much, and especially Dr. Medad and your team from MUST and then your partnerships from Belgium. And I also want to appreciate the principal for accepting this partnership on behalf of the governing council here at RUHARO Vocational Training School. I equally want to appreciate the staff who have been involved in this training and the students, and I'm very sure, Mr. Principal, that this is for sustainability purposes by engaging staff. I equally want to congratulate those who were very successful, and for those who are not very successful, I continue to encourage you and pray that you take this business seriously. I want to appreciate you, Dr. Medad, for having thought about our Vocational Training Institute to have this partnership. Please let us appreciate him. Dr. Medad is a university lecturer, is also a teacher at other levels, is a governor in different education institutions in this region. If you have also participated in other regions, I'm not very sure, but at least in this region, I'm very sure, and I'm grateful for the positive changes you have made to these existing institutions. And I equally want to appreciate you for having come with solutions to solve unemployment that is really biting here in Uganda and even abroad. And for the youth to be employed, it is what every Ugandan is yearning for. It is what every parent is yearning for. It is what every caregiver or guardian is yearning for. And this is why they are paying for your school fees. I equally want to say that education is useless unless it provides a solution. And as of now, Doctor and the team, want to appreciate you. We have this other education, the formal education we have had. I equally want to encourage you, like this partnership has come, to teach you skills that can help you survive even without depending on the formal education that you are acquiring here in the RUHARO Vocational Training School. And I also want to appreciate the government for having come with other interventions like the industrial hubs to train skills to the youth so that they can go and make a livelihood. And also these other trainings by the Ministry of Education and Sports, like Directorate of Industrial Training, which is also giving skills to Ugandans, to the youth and even pupils. Doctor, I equally want to encourage you to visit Mbara Municipal School, where they are training kids, P4 to P6, skills in bakery, in tailoring, so that even by the time they finish their P7, at least they have skills that can help them to survive. And as I come towards conclusion, Doctor and the team, I want to encourage these young Ugandans that even when you go home, you can look at other possibilities of doing urban farming. I have seen from other institutions, it is really a very good venture where you can generate an income from urban farming. You get some polythene bags, you put them around the house, you draw cabbages and carrots, and you sell and you make money, and you survive on your own. And at a later stage, Doctor, I would equally encourage students and even adults to engage in commercial agriculture. Say, for example, dairy farming. It is not very expensive. It takes very little space. You can make some income. People who have ventured into poultry have also made good money from the experience that I equally have. Doctor, also, it is important for these people. It is also important for these people that as you make every sort of business, honesty is very key. Integrity is very key. Whatever you do, make sure it is of the highest quality. Don't do quack business. You come here, you are making chapati, the quality is lacking. You are making liquid soap, the quality is lacking. And I want to congratulate those boys and girls who have earned themselves a contract to supply Las Vegas. Please let us appreciate them. At least this is one of the ventures which I feel it is very important to mention. But I must tell you that in your business, mind about honesty and integrity. And also, you should also remember that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. As long as He's by your side, you will always have favor. And I can equally say, this is why you probably have even had favor from God to get out for business, and you make interest in 5 hours. Am I right, Principal? You go and make business. You go and make interest in 5 minutes. It is really a favor from God. I also want to ask you to make sure that you remain very close to Him. And for the staff members who are here, equally, I would like to encourage you to venture into private business. Even when you are formerly employed, it is important that you also do side income. It will make you survive. And as these youths continue to grow, it is also important for them to remember that they should try to have side income. Civil engineers, you are a contractor, you are working for someone, but equally make sure that you have your side income. Doctor, I want to appreciate you, and for the rest of the guests who have managed to be here, and may God continue to use you and bless you. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I thank you.
Can I give my remarks now? It will be after.
We are going to give the announcement of the winners. So as we see our chief guest leave, we would like to invite one of the judges to come forward and tell us the verdict. In announcing the verdict, also the judges will explain what remains weak, what needs improvement, what are the next steps, and the rest. It's your time, Madam Nuriat.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Manasseh, Dr. Medad. Thank you, everyone. The innovators here, the entrepreneurs, thank you for making it to this day. My name is Nambogo Nuriat. I have been one of the judges. I'm also from Bara University. I'm a member of Project 5. But I've been an independent judge because I did not take part. I tried to do other things. so that I can be one of the judges today. Before I start giving our comments, we were 3 judges. I would like also, if you can allow me, to thank the people who have conducted this workshop up to today. Can we clap for them? Because I know what it means. It's not easy, but also I would like to thank you, the entrepreneurs, again, for moving up to this day. It's not easy. Day 1, day 2, as you start, it gets more and more hectic. Getting to the field, the 50K challenge is also not an easy one, but you managed to pull it off. And then made your teams, formed the teams, and worked on those solutions. So whatever comments we were giving, they were genuine. As innovators, as entrepreneurs, as people who have been there, the comments that we gave you here, please don't start saying that woman is bad. She was giving us bad comments. We are giving you comments that will help you improve on what you are working on. So from our judging or evaluation, there are a few comments that I would like to put across on behalf of my colleagues. Unfortunately, they had other commitments, so they had to step out and requested me to represent them. One is the problem. Can we clap for ourselves? Can we also give a very big hand clap to our trainers, the facilitators? Because why I'm doing this, most people at your age, they don't know how to bring out the problem, the numbers. But most of you, the numbers were coming out. I think I'm one of those people who kept asking for the numbers. I want to see, is the problem actually problematized? Let me say that. Because if you're providing a solution that is solving just the numbers of people here in Ruharo, that means that once you have captured the customers in Ruharo, then you will not sell anywhere. But that, you were able to bring out that. Then also the solutions. I think most of you, at least you tapped on the solutions. I will talk about also the other areas of improvement. But all of you were able to come up with a solution, and then the money bit. Now, when it comes to where to improve, when it comes to areas of improvement, I think the solutions, some solutions were lacking the creativity. Let me say that. Like, you needed to bring out, the judges kept asking, what is new? Most of you had that. What is unique about your solution? Because the buyers, people who are going to pay money to you, are paying for that uniqueness. Can it do better? Can it solve the problem better? Remember, there is competition. There are other people providing solutions to the problem that you're trying to solve, okay? So what is unique? What will make me the value proposition? Which they took you through? What will make me pull out my money and pay you for that solution? Then when it came to presentation, because we also rate that, the presentations were good. Can we clap for ourselves? You were able, all of you, to come up with a PowerPoint, and I think you did it yourselves, of which I believe not all of you have laptops, but you were able to at least craft those PowerPoints. On the other note, presentation now. It's always good when you're presenting, some of you did it, but give an opportunity to other people to respond. Because of time, you can present, one person presents, but when you're responding, for group ownership, can you have other members of that team so that they don't look like trees standing and not doing anything, or they have escorted you? Do you understand that? Yes, so always try to show the judges or whoever is evaluating that we are owning this as a team, okay? Then some teams, maybe it was not by choice. There are some, I'm a gender-sensitive person myself, that had only males. Then there are some, maybe because of their solution, that had just females. So there are judges that will say, these ones did not incorporate well the idea of gender inclusivity. Like, can we have, but that might be maybe a team formation, which is okay. Other areas of improvement, you see the teams that came here with solutions. I think we would have wanted also to look at if it's wool, if it's a dress, if it's whatever you're proposing. Can you show us that you have gone an extra mile to come up with something? At least a look-alike. Most of you did, but there are some that I think were lacking that. So next time, you can look at how you can improve on that. Otherwise, thank you again. Clap for yourselves. The time is now, the moment of truth, to come up with the winners. But however, we have no losers. You know why? We all were able to participate in this workshop from day one up to the last day. You can clap for yourselves again. So we have no losers. You either win or learn. And that's the language we use in the innovation space and also in the entrepreneurship space. Because you have all participated, you have learned something. You either win and learn or learn and learn. Okay? Okay, so we tried to rate. I'm not going to give how much percentage, but I don't know, Dr. Sarah, this is a moment of tension. Can we do drum rolls or something else? I don't know. So, we are going to start with, because we are supposed to have 3 winners, right? Yes. Okay. It has not changed. So we are going to start with the second runners up. And I will request the people with the awards, Dr. Medad, I don't know whether it's Dr. Medad and who else, to hand over with the principal to come in front. And then they will read. I'm going to read. You come as a team to receive your award. Is that okay, Doctor? Okay. So, drum rolls. Okay. The second runners up for this entrepreneurship bootcamp competition is none other than a team that went an extra mile to look at patient safety. And that is the team that was working on a patient carrier or transfer bed. Congratulations. Can we clap for them? Please move as a team forward to receive your award. Thank you so much for thinking about our patients. It can be hard to carry that patient who is so heavy, especially by the nurses. And at times, it actually leads to back pains for the nurses. because the doctors don't carry patients, but the nurses are supposed to transfer these patients and their caretakers. Okay.
Team leader, come and receive the award on behalf of the team.
And smile for the photo. Okay, let's clap for them. Congratulations. Thank you. The first runners up for this boot camp is none other than a team that was trying to solve a problem of people who have houses and they are struggling with and the blockers, or people who are looking for houses to rent. That is Safe House Uganda. Congratulations to you. Okay, let's clap for them. As you shake, can you dance? Okay, thank you, DJ. And now the kings. Let's first give them a very big hand clap, because we don't know who they are. The winners of this boot camp 2025 RUHARO Vocational Training Institute. Did I say it right? Yes. Okay. Is none other than Safeway Uganda. As you dance, okay? The smartest team. Congratulations to you.
Can I see you tonight?
Congratulations.
For life, baby for life. I can't connect tonight. See you tonight. Ninkubona for life, baby for life. Ukantambira bosho wakandida, ukanchiza kurara fansida. Nikakwere mamzikazi, and I swear by it. Orarire hemne cheya mirisa. Njine isho chebere, obo music ni bukwita, obo shonje ni bukwita. Baby,
Okay. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you all. And the teams that have won today, please do not sit on those solutions. Thank you and all the best. I now invite, should I? Okay, I take this singular honor to invite our team leader for UCoBS project to give us his remarks. Over to you, Dr. Medad.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for Madame Nuriat Nambogo. Let us also clap for our facilitators, esteemed facilitators, and the entire judging team. Thank you very much. On a special note, let's clap for Dr. Manasa Tumuhimbise, the team leader for Sub-Project 5, for his able leadership and ensuring that we are here and celebrating and jubilating. But I want also to recognize and appreciate the principal of RUHARO Vocational Training Institute and your team. Thank you very much, Principal Mudali, for steering RUHARO to this level. I can evidently say that when I came here first on the board of the Vocational Training Institute, what I'm seeing now is substantial change, both in terms of qualitative but also quantitative leap. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate you all, the trainees, for this wonderful bootcamp, innovative and entrepreneurship challenge, which was a competition not for the low-fainted, but for the strong ones. And I want to congratulate the winners, the overall winners, the second run-ups, the first run-ups, but also more importantly, the entire teams. I think there were 5 teams, 6 teams that participated in this challenge. Participating in itself is winning. I therefore congratulate you. Even the other 3 teams didn't make it to come here for the vibe, but you have made it because you participated in the competition. So don't give up on your projects. Don't surrender them and say, this is now gone. Keep moving forward. Actually, President Kennedy of the United States of America, the former president, did not make it 7 times in different elections, but finally he became the president of the United States. And therefore, your desire to come for competition should not be underestimated or underscored, because that's the most important part before you get the award. So don't give up on those ideas. Even for those that have appeared in the 2nd and 3rd position, please don't give up. Keep moving forward. On behalf of Mbarara University of Science and Technology, the UCoBS project or partnership, I want to appreciate you for making it happen. And I want to recognize the effort that has been behind this bootcamp, our esteemed secretariat, led by Keisha and Miriam, the creative TV, creative media, the entire fraternity that has been working very hard to make sure that this works out better. Thank you very much and congratulations. I have seen a very unique engagement here of the staff being part of the trainees. I want to congratulate the staff, including the Reverend Dorcas, and the school nurse, and many other staff that were there, despite the hectic season of exams, but you made it happen. Thank you very much, and thank you for leading the way. Because you are the light, the students will follow you when you do what you do. And this is very positive. I want to retaliate why this is very important. Sub-project 5 has been a very special project in the UCoBS project because it is tackling a very important pain point of this country, youth unemployment. Every year, statistics show from National Council for Higher Education that out of the 247 tertiary institutions, every year we produce 700,000 graduates. But out of those, 90,000 graduates are able to find employment. Where do you think the 610 go? That's a big, big challenge that the country is facing. We are also aware that 72.8% of our young people, of our population, is below 30 years. That's another critical challenge. And therefore, we need to look at sustainable solution to these demographic challenges, including youth unemployment. We are also aware that those who start small and medium enterprises, currently we are around 1 million small and medium enterprises that start in Uganda. But out of those, the ones that see their 5th birthday are about 46%. That is research which has been done. So what do we do? Sub-project 5 came in under the UCoBS project to make sure that we address that critical gap of unemployment, but also employability. Because you can be unemployed, but then employability is another big task. You can have a job, but you don't stay on that job because you lack interpersonal skills, including creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, problem solving, resilience, and many other skills. And that's why this sub-project is making us proud to address the most critical demographic challenge of the most at-risk population, which is the youth. Because the youth are the ones that are facing these challenges. Therefore, I want to thank you, Dr. Manasa, and your team. I'm also somehow a member of Sub-Project 5, so I want to appreciate us for that great and important strategy, and to see that the bootcamp model addresses the pathways to achieving youth employability and unemployment. So I know it is a very critical time for me to talk because lunch is right there. I'm standing in between lunch and my speech, and therefore I have to be very cautious that I don't step on people's neck. But I want to encourage the teams that participated, 50 participants. Please don't give up. Keep moving on those ideas. We have now started a strategic partnership with RUHARO Vocational Training Institute. And this is not going to go away. What that means is that these ideas, don't sleep on them. I was so impressed that a number of you were bringing challenges that are most critical in our society. We have avenues for integrating you into our innovation ecosystem to make sure that you are part and parcel of us. So this marriage is not stopping here, Mr. Principal. We are taking it forward. I have already talked to Dr. Manasa. He is building what he calls the Industrial Technical Hub platform, which already has a partnership of AP University, Nairo Breweries. And when we say Nairo Breweries, don't talk about the drinks. We are looking at other strategic engineering, and yeah, we are not talking about the drinks, the beers that always, you know. But there are other industrial automation aspects that Nairo Breweries can engage RUHARO Vocation. So don't chase them away and say, for you are for drinking. We are a Christian institution. No, Reverend, please don't report that we are dealing with Nairo Breweries on other. We are only looking at the engineering aspects and industrial automation aspects that can come alongside that partnership. So Dr. Manasa is leading that consortium and is building up different institutions that can be members of the consortium. And I've been praying and asking him, please integrate RUHARO Vocational Training Institute, because it is part of my blood. It's part of my DNA. Because I'm also a member of your family, right? So I also become happy when I see you being integrated in such innovative trends. So keep going. We are going to keep in touch. We are going to keep moving with you. We want to find out, did these ideas continue? Don't be among the 54% of the businesses that are dropped. Let us take this forward. And we are going to look for ways on how this can be sustained. I don't want to take most of your time, but to appreciate you and the environment that you have created for the trainers to make sure they do their work better. I know you had the best trainers, isn't it? But you're not clapping for them. I know the vibe of Dr. Nawachwa. She's a lady of vibe, right? And then Dr. Reni, you guys, you had the best. Madame Nuriat, Madame Ruth, Dr. Prudence, I think some other people left. But you did your best. Thank you very much. And I want to congratulate you once again. Thank the Secretariat for the good work job, the job well done. And I want to stop here and wish you all the best. And at Mbara University we say, succeed, we must. Do you know that? Succeed. And at RUHARO Vocational, what do we say? Hard work? Oh, we work for the future. Okay, so we are going to say those two statements because they fit into one another. So we'll start with we work for the future, and then that leads into succeeding, we must. So 1, 2, 3, start. We work for the future. Succeed, we must. Succeed, we, and succeed, you. So thank you very much for God and my country, and I declare this boot camp closed. Thank you.
So as the workshop is closed, I want to propose that we pause for a group photo here with our chief guest before he leaves us. And then thereafter, we shall ask our dear Reverend to give us a word of prayer, and then we can dissolve.